The answer is no. Collabs are not ruining Helldivers 2. And I'm going to take a direct response from the game director himself, Palstide. I don't know how to say his name. I'm sorry. But he says in his own Reddit post, he says, not all collabs would become Fortnite/COD. Where do you draw the line? Boom, he puts his line there. And then he lists off a bunch of core tenets, right? Avoid IP dilution, as authentic as we can, review often, right? I'm not going to go through all of those, but basically this is where the game director stands on collabs. Like, collabs are okay. The reason I was pushed to make this video is just because I'm going through the Reddits and I'm just seeing everybody like, we don't want collabs, hot take, we don't want collabs, collabs don't belong in Helldivers 2. And I'm just sitting there like, dude, like, you guys are like so lame, like hella lame. Killzone 2 being in Helldivers 2 is just the coolest shit in my opinion. I think it's so cool, especially because that IP hasn't got any love, any type of mention in a decade, right? Maybe even more than that. So I am all for collabs. I think they're great, right? Obviously, I'm not asking for Naruto. I'm not asking for Sasuke, Itachi, Goku, Vegeta. I'm not asking for that in a collab. That's not what we're talking about here. Where do you draw the line, right? That Killzone, that Starship Troopers, that Halo ODST, Warhammer 40K, all that is fine for Helldivers. It's not too far off. It's very world-based. You know, it's not like a Clone Trooper or the Doom guy or Snoop Dogg. You just want that's what I'm saying, right? These collabs aren't far off. The community on Reddit is making it seem like if we get collabs, it's going to be like Nicki Minaj, Snoop Dogg. It's going to dilute the pool. We only have one collab so far. So if we were to get another one, that would only mean that there's only two, right? It's not going to ruin your experience. I got into a conversation with this one guy. He's like, if I see people running around with collabs, it's going to ruin my experience. Man, dude, if somebody being in a collab outfit ruins your in-world experience, you don't need to be on the game. I'm sorry. You don't need to be on the game because we already have Killzone 2. And it's not like you're looking at the guy 24/7. You're mostly in combat. You're not looking at your partner 24/7. Right? Yeah, you'll see him sometimes. And even then, like, there's so much shit going on. There's fog. There's it's dark. You're not going to see the whole, your partner in the picture the whole time. So these arguments are just so goofy. It just seems like honestly, it just seems so like, I'm just anti-collab. I don't want collabs here. It's going to turn into Fortnite. Like, that's the main like rebuttal. It's going to turn into Fortnite. Like, bro, the way Palstide is doing this, it's not going to turn into Fortnite. It's going to be cool. I think it would be especially cool if you get the Xbox collab and then we get like the Halo ODST. Nothing would make me happier, right? And even then, if we don't get any more collabs, like, it's not going to be the death of me or whatever, but it's just like, I've been seeing so much conversation being anti-collab, and Arrowhead, they take a lot of inspiration from the Reddit. When someone says, hey, you know, Illuminate are boring, right? Boom, you know, they'll put out some new Illuminate like enemies, right? Oh, this enemy's too strong or whatever. Okay, then they'll end up nerfing the enemy, right? And then like there's so many instances of them looking at the feedback of the Reddit and then making a decision based upon that. Oh, we're too weak, right? And so I don't want it to get to the point where it's like, okay, well, it seems like the community doesn't like collabs, because it's not true. It's not true. Like, I am so down for collabs. Obviously, I don't want anything that's too crazy, right? Like I don't want Naruto. I don't want Goku in the game. But what I would like Halo ODST. I would like that. I would like the Warhammer 40K, not the big old Space Marine, Ultramarine guys, right? But like some of this regular infantry. I don't know too much about the Warhammer, but like what I see in this picture would be like perfect. And that's the main thing I'm trying to get from this conversation, is that Arrowhead takes a lot of feedback from the Reddit, and I just don't want it to get bogged down to where they think, well, it seems like the community doesn't want collabs, because that's absolutely not the case. I want more collabs. I want at least 2 or 3 a year. I don't even think that would be bad, right? Obviously I don't want it only to be collabs or whatever. Like, I want us to get our unique Helldivers 2 stuff, and a majority of that, but every so often, two or three times a year, I would love to sprinkle in some collabs in there. I would love Crisis, right? I know the CEO has talked about putting Crisis in there. I know the CEO has talked about Titanfall. Like, all those would be perfect, right? And then expand upon it, right? It has to be within the world, actual lore, reasoning. It's not just thrown in there. So, and it fits. Titanfall fits. Crisis could fit. I honestly even think Mass Effect could fit. Like, you don't need like Krogans and all these other whatever nonsense, right? But just like your normal regular infantry units, oh my god, it would be so cool. Anyway, I've just been seeing a ton of conversation about that, and it's driving me crazy, I'm gonna be honest, just because how can someone else using a piece of armor ruin your experience? Especially if it's just like you're not always eyes on that player, right? You know, so to me, it really just feels like people don't want collabs, and they don't want other people to have collabs. And if like it's just like it's their way or the highway, right? And I think if we're not seeing like a multitude of this, right? If we're only seeing it like once or twice a year, like, is it really such a bad thing? Is it really such a bad thing? Do you care that much, right? And I just want to go on a limb and say, I'm speaking for everybody that wants collabs. Like, collabs are cool. I would love them in Helldivers 2. I think they would be great. They're already great. I mean, we got Killzone 2. I use the Killzone 2 every time. I use the Killzone armor every time I go against bugs, right? So I don't know why I'm saying Killzone 2. That's the first one I played, so I always say Killzone 2. But I want more of that. I think it's cool. And it fits, and it's fun. You know, it's just fun to have that. We haven't seen anything from Killzone. Anyway, I think I could rant about this all day, and I think I pretty much made my point. Collabs are cool, especially in Helldivers 2. We don't need a bunch of them, but we need some of them. And if anyone's telling you that it's going to ruin their experience, or it just doesn't fit in Helldivers 2, or we don't want collabs, like as collectively as a community, I'm here to say fuck all that noise. We love that shit. We don't want Naruto, we don't want Goku in here, but we sure as fuck want Halo ODST. We want to see the Warhammer 40K stuff, not the Space Marines or the Ultramarines, but just like some of the regular infantry soldiers. Starship Troopers would be cool too. And there's so many other things that you could branch out to. And the game director himself, Palstad himself, said that this is where he draws the line. And so I hope Arrowhead or somebody sees this. We want collabs. We want collabs. I'm speaking for the collab wanters. We don't only just want to see Helldivers unique content. We want to see a majority of that, but every so often we want to just sprinkle in that. Anyway, let me know what you think about collabs in Helldivers 2. Do you think it's bad? Do you think it's good? I don't know why I did the opposite, thumbs up and thumbs down for that, but just let me know what you think. Do you think I'm being ridiculous? Do you think the community's right? You think I'm being just over anxious, right? But bro, I've had so many conversations with these guys, and it's just like, it just doesn't make any sense on why you wouldn't want it. Oh, it doesn't fit in the lore. They're gonna make it fit. It's gonna ruin my experience. Fuck your experience. I'm just being honest, man. Fuck your experience. Like, bro, like, we want collabs, man. That shit's cool. And another thing too, it just supports the game, right? Like, it's probably going to be expensive. Killzone was expensive. Shit, I paid it. Shit, I got 500 hours of the game. I love the game, dog. The game's fun. And I want them to continue. And I don't want them to not do collabs because a vocal minority on Reddit was like, we don't want collabs. Anyway, shut your ass up if you don't want collabs and just play the game. Don't worry about us that want the collabs. We're going to have fun with our fucking Halo ODST armor on, and we're gonna have a good time. All right. That's it. I'm done with this video. Y'all have a good one. And I'll see you next time. Take care.